Hello, gorgeous. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Gigi. We're going to go mid-century today with a little retro fun, but with a George Jetson sort of vibe to it. Very, and aging myself a little here, grew up watching a little George Jetson. So we're going to go ahead and start with a white base. Let's just jump into talking about the nails. A little white base because I just want, as you can see, this gel is a little more on the sheer side, and that's not the vibe I wanted with this. I really wanted it to be more opaque, so I put down a white base behind it. And for this one, I decided to do the same because I wasn't sure exactly how pigmented this was going to end up being if I applied it with a brush. This is our Pat Pat gels that we tried last week. I think it was last week. Was it last week? Anyway, those new Pat Pat gels we got by, I don't even know how to say it. I'll put the name up here. And I just wasn't sure how good it was going to look, and it looks great. So I only needed one coat of that, but I did use 2 coats of the orange. So now we're going to come in and just make some shapes, sort of a color blocking situation, but not super geometrical, right? Not full on straight lines. We're going curves. We're doing roundness. We're feeling all of the different shapes. We don't have any triangles, but we do have some rounded squares, but mostly rounded shapes in this one today. I was just feeling it, right? As I was making the set, I had sort of a picture in my head, and I got pretty close. Is it exactly what I pictured? No. Do I like it more than what I thought I would make? Yeah, kind of. Actually, yeah, kind of. So, like I said, we're just adding the shapes. I am going to actually go ahead and speed this up from here for the rest of the shapes. And I'm not going to show you every single shape. There's just a lot. It's a lot, right? And I want to give you the flavor of the set and the techniques I used without having to drag you through every single stroke or 3D application that I go through. Because this set did take a little bit of time. I did manage to cut it down to a reasonable length video for you guys. And honestly, I think the editing is just as creative as the nail art. So sometimes the decisions, though, are hard. If you edit, let me know if you feel the same way, if you have any kind of editing that you do. It's the decisions that make it stressful. So we're just going to keep going. And these are the colors we're working with. This beautiful blue. We've got that gorgeous brown. And then we've also got that grayish sort of blue. Sorry, my whole brain just went fart. Anyways, there you go. And I'm just going to keep making the rounded shapes. Wherever it feels like something needs to go, that's what we're going to do. And if at any point you want to skip to the next step, I have the time codes down in the description. Just go ahead and move forward. You don't have to click out of the video because you're sick of seeing the shapes. You can go to the 3D elements and the chrome elements and the top coat and the reveals, right? Just stick around, hang out. And if you want more, just go straight to the channel. There's so much content there, like hundreds of videos that you can check out. And now we're going to come in with with a little bit of the Pat Pat gel as Pat Pat gel. I'm telling you what, guys, I don't know what's going on with my throat lately. I think I'm going to get philosophical here. Maybe that's not, maybe psychiatric. I don't know. I'm going to analyze myself a little bit right now. I think I am trying to mess myself up with the whole throat thing, because I'll go all day talking to myself and doing whatever, because your girl's a talker. Um, and I won't get a tickle in my throat one time. But put a microphone in my hand and let me start doing a voiceover for y'all. And the next thing you know, it's sorry about that, by the way. Sorry. I think it's, what would that be? Psychosomatic? It's really starting to piss me off. So anyway, with the 3D gel, and seen me use this a million times, I'm just going to roll it out. I cut off that edge so it'd be a little sharper. And then I'm going to pick it up. And for this first one, I'm going to make a little spiral. I'm sorry I was in my own way there a little bit, but really if you can tack down the first bit, the rest of it sort of spirals on. Let me be honest though, it's probably my third attempt to get this correct. If you guys want a blooper reel on this set, let me know. I could hook you up with that, because there are plenty of what the heck am I doing moments with this set. I'm actually putting together a blooper reel on stamping, because we nail artists love to show the best bits in our videos, and a lot of that gets cut out. The mistakes, you'll hear it in the comments or in the comments on your other social media posts. How come it looks so easy when you do it, and I struggle so much? We all struggle, you guys. Nobody is 100% perfect at stamping. If you are, bless you, I love you to pieces. Give us your wisdom in the comment section below. But most of us, no. There's a lot of struggle. I have like 3 or 4 different kinds of stampers, because different things pick up better with a different stamper. Okay, you got to try stuff. So now after it cures, I'm coming in and just chroming it up. I did want to make sure that I point something out to you guys. I kind of made a mistake and I started chroming as I was going. Wait till the end. Put all your shapes down first, because once you get that chrome on your gloves, no matter how much you try, you're not really going to get it all off. And so as you're playing with the 3D gel, that's the thing that picks it up off of your gloves the best, is the 3D gel. So as you're playing with it, it's getting more silver, which is fine because you want it to be silver, but it's not fine because once it's silver, it doesn't stick as well to your nail. And anything that you do to make the nail more sticky to accept the 3D gel is also going to make it sticky enough to pick up that chrome when you come in to chrome it. So either just make the gel silver in the first place, or wait till you're done making all of your 3D shapes before you pull out the chrome, which is probably how I would handle it. But listen, I'm not you, and you're your own artist. So whatever technique you use is the correct one for you. There you go. I struggled with this bit in the middle. Excuse me. It was hard to get that the right size and to get it to go together in the middle of that other bit that I just did. But I did get it in the end. And that's why with this one, I just put a little blob down and then used the tip of this tool to open it up. And it worked pretty well. I know that you cannot see it as well on camera as I was able to see it in person, but there is a little hole there. And there, once you get the chrome on, you can totally see. So it's just like a concentric circles. That's all it is. Now, I did want to get some different rounded shapes that weren't spirals or circles. And so I decided to just have fun with it and let let the 3D ropes do what 3D ropes do, right? And I didn't put too much pressure on how it came out. I just made some swirls and had it come back on itself like a snake would do, right? Almost an undulation. And there's just a freedom to doing that kind of a shape, right? Because it is a shape. It's not a closed shape, it's a loopy shape, right? And that was so much fun. I just really enjoyed that. And don't forget these little silicone tools. They are your friend. Metal ones help too, but it does tend to stick to the metal a little bit more. And so having these 3D tools is nice. And if it gets a little too sticky, just a little drop of alcohol on it to wet it. And boom, boom, boom. Really, really good. Here we go, just playing with that a little bit more. And you can that's the beauty of the gel. It's not done until you cure it, so you can just keep playing. Here's one where I put some straight lines on there. So we've also got some straight lines in our shapy, curvy awesomeness. And I did put a few of those little balls on, but that's the only one I'm going to show you. Sadly, because I was a little bit out of frame, and I was out of frame because I actually shot this video as a short. Let's go ahead and start some top coat. I am going to be juicy with it because I want to get all the grooves, but then you do need to come back in with a smaller brush if needed, which I'm going to use here in a moment, to pull back out any extra gel, because you really don't want to lose that 3D quality. That's one of the things that I personally think makes the set special. It makes it nice. Now, for the reason why I shot this as a short, I actually thought I was going to use it as a short. I thought the nails would be a little more different to each other, but it turned out halfway. Once I got the base down with all the shapes, I was like, no, this is a Friday video. So I switched it up in my mind and started working that way, but I was already filming it in the short orientation. And I accidentally discovered that as I'm editing it, that I like it better that way. I think when I come in, the shots are tighter and that they're more clear. So I already a little bit suck at staying in frame sometimes. So it's going to be a challenge to keep me contained in my workspace, but I'm up to the challenge because I like this so much better. I'm just going to start filming all of my videos in this orientation. So it does give me less space. If you're thinking, side to side orientation, but, look at how much better this looks than some of my other shots. I am very, very pleased with it. So let me know what you think, if you notice a difference in the comment section. But anything that I can do to make my work better, I'm down to try it. And this, I think, is the next thing I'm going to try. But here is our retro futuristic mid-century meet George Jetson set. And I am so enamored with it. I'm so pleased that I just tried something a little different. Guys, let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Is this a style that you would consider wearing? Would you want all of the chrome bits to be, more 2D, less 3D? Let me know what you're thinking in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget I've got some coupon codes down in the doobly-doo. We'll talk to you next time. Mwah! Bye-bye.